Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market analysis. If this is your first time visiting this channel, do well to click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. Yeah, so we've entered into a new month and we are here to see how the market will react so far as the month of May is concerned. Already, we are seeing some interesting reactions on the market. We had FOMC and then NFP come up the following week, all right, or the previous week. And I mean, it has really given us some insight as to how this month is likely to react. So let's delve into the market and see what is up for us so far as going into a new week is concerned. But before that, let's get into the economic news calendar and see what is up for us. All right. Today I'll not read the news item one after the other. All right. I'll just go through them. I'll just scroll through them for you to see, and then I'll just pinpoint the important ones or the few ones that I'm really, my eyes will be on so far as going into next week is concerned. So I think we have some couple of bank holidays for Japan. We also have some couple of bank holidays too for countries that are related to Europe. We also have a bank holiday for GBP, that is England. And then with these high impact news seeing here are all related to the euro. Then we also have retail sales monitor year over year for GBP. I'll also look forward to see how the market is going to react to that. All right. Yeah. And then on Tuesday, we have also another bank holiday. This one doesn't really affect the market. My interest on Tuesday is going to be the interest rate decision for Australia. All right. Yes, we'll see how it goes. We also have retail sales as well. So these we are seeing. We have unemployment rate announcement for CHF. All right. I also see how it will go. All right. Yes, because the JPY pairs are now my focus. All right, because of the intervention that has been done by the Bank of Japan just to sustain the currency. But we'll see how far or how long this intervention is going to keep the JPY on the top. All right, because as it stands now, because of the intervention, the JPY pairs, I mean, we are seeing some form of bearishness in the JPY pairs because of the intervention that was made by the Bank of Japan. About we'll see how long this will take, all right, as to whether this is going to be a short-term intervention or this intervention is going to be a short-term effect or a long-term effect. All right, yeah, so let's see what happens then. We also have CAD high impact news coming up too as well, so you take note. On Wednesday we have all these news you are seeing here: retail sales year over year for Italy. Then we have retail sales month over month for Italy. These are bank holidays, which doesn't really affect the market. On Thursday we have some holidays that is relating to some of the countries in the Europe, so you take note of that. Then you have a bank holiday too for CHF. We also have the interest rate decision for GBP. All right, my eyes are going to be on that too as well. See how the market is going to react based on that. All right, yeah. So GBP interest rate announcement coming up. Then we also have a speech which is going to affect the eurozone. So all pairs, all euro related pairs, this speech, it will be something that is going to affect it. So you take note of that. We also have jobless claims for USD, jobless claims for week average, jobless claims for the month of May as at May 4th. Then we also have continuing jobless claims for USD as well. So you take note of that. On Friday, we have this is a bank holiday. I mean it's a country, El Salvador. Yes, so I mean it doesn't really affect the market. So you take note of that. We have all these news you are seeing here. We are affected by the GBP, all right, but my main focus is going to be the GDP, all right, the GDP growth rate quarter over quarter for the first quarter. The previous GDP was at 0.4. Sorry, the previous was at minus 0.3, and they are looking at getting a GDP growth rate of 0.4. That is an increase. So we'll see what will happen to that. All right. Then we also have CAD on employment change and unemployment rate. Then you have the Michigan consumer sentiment for USD. So these are the high impact news that we are expecting to see on the market so far as going into a new week is concerned. All right. Yeah. So that is just that for the economic news calendar. Let's delve into the charts and see what is happening. So for the dollar index, this is so interesting. All right, yeah. So as it stands now, in my last analysis, I made mention of this volume imbalance, price hitting this volume imbalance here. All right, so right after seeing price hitting this volume imbalance, you've seen price was push to the downside, filling up what this fair value. All right, this fair value gap right here. All right, this high, sorry, this low and this high. So between this low and this high, you've seen price filling up this what fair value gap. And on weekends, you can see price is still bullish. All right, the dollar index still looking bullish. All right, yes. So I'm expecting to see price push to the upside going into next week. All right, yes. So going into next week, I'll be looking forward to see some sort of what bullishness in the USD or the dollar index. And besides the seasonal tendencies, all right, the seasonal tendencies is also suggesting a bullish month for the dollar index. All right, yeah. So you take note of that. So that is just that for the dollar index. Let's go what is happening on GBP Yeah, so for GBP we are seeing a what price is has taken out this major low right here. All right, this major low, we are seeing a price that's really what taken out this major low right here. So as it stands now, we saw price on Friday moving up. That is they use the NFP to fill up this fair value gap we are seeing here. All right, so this fair value gap we are seeing here, they use the NFP to fill it up. And so going into next week, I want to see price continue to push to the downside. Remember, we are above May's opening price, and so if we are above May's opening price, then definitely we'll have to see price that means price is still in a is in a premium zone. All right, yes. So just look at this range here. All right, the previous 20-day high and then the previous 20-day low. That is the current range we are in. And so if you have to use our gun box to measure that range, you realize that price is above equilibrium. All right, price went above equilibrium, and if price is above equilibrium, what does it tell you? Price is in a premium. So we look for what sells in premium zone. So as it stands now, I would want to see price push to the downside. All right, to target the previous 20-day low. So currently, I'll be looking for bearish scenarios so far as GBP USD is concerned. And if we look at I want us to look at the futures market for GBP. All right, yes, the futures market for GBP futures market is looking bearish. So see the same thing. All right, yes, and the COT data report too is giving us a negative open interest. All right, yes. So for the subject of open interest, I'll do a special video or a lecture to talk about the open interest, how you can use the open interest to identify a change in trend in the market. All right, yeah. So if you look at the open interest, realize that GBP there has been a negative open interest. All right, yes, that's what I can see for now. All right, but as time goes on, I'll just bring you a video to explain the whole open interest to you for you to understand. All right, I know for some time now, especially with the IT2 students, the concept of open interest is something that most of them struggle to understand. All right, I mean, myself, for instance, I'd had to watch Michael's video several times before I understood the open interest. All right, yeah, so I'll make a video on that. I'll make it simple for you to understand. Then from there you can using the open interest to make decisions and all that. All right, so the GBP futures market is giving us a bearish signal. All right, yeah, so you also use the NFP to fill up this fair value gap we are seeing here. All right, just as we saw on GBP USD. All right, yeah, we are currently in this range. All right, the previous 20-day high and the previous 20-day low. So if you take a gun box to measure this range, realize that price is above equilibrium. So you look for what premium, or once price above equilibrium, that is what is in a premium zone. So we look for what sells in a premium zone. So on a long-term basis, I want to see GBP USD push to the downside. So that is just that. All right, that is just that. So far as GBP USD is concerned, let's switch to AUD USD and see what is happening there. All right, yeah. So for AUD USD, if I'm bullish on the line, then definitely I'll look forward to see AUD give us a what? Give us a bearish scenario. Look at what has happened. First of all, price is what is above May's opening price, which is a what? Which is a premium zone for us. All right. Yes, it's above the opening price. So take note. Take note of these two scenarios. Is either you look at the premium zone in dealing range, or a premium zone is what above or what opening price. So we can say price is in a premium in two scenarios: when price is above opening price, or when price is above the what, the equilibrium. That is when you take measure of a what, of a range. So you take note of that. All right, I hope you've learned something new today. So price can be in a premium zone in two scenarios: when it's above the opening price, or when it's above the what, equilibrium of a what, of a particular daily range. So I hope I'm clear now. So you take note of that. All right. Yeah. So AUD is above the what, open price, which makes it a premium zone for us. And we've seen price taking out the previous 20-day high. So as it stands now, I don't want to see price going into next week come up here, all right, attack Friday's high. If you are to see price push to the downside, so I want to see price continue to push to the downside, since we are above May's opening price, and then price has taken out a previous 20-day high. All right, and seasonal tendencies for AUD is suggesting a bearish month for the month of May. So we'll see how it is going to react. All right, but let's switch the 4-hour and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so the 4-hour time frame is this. All right, so I don't want to see price attack this high going into next week. I want to see price continue to push to the downside. All right, yes, so that is going to be my expectation so far as AUD/USD is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for AUD/USD. Let's go what is happening on USD/CAD. So if I'm bullish on dollar index, definitely I'll be bullish on on USD/CAD. Well, look at something here. All right, price has taken out a previous low, as well as tapping into a fair value gap. All right, yeah, so that is going to be that is a strong scenario that price will move to the upside. All right, or that is a high probability bullish scenario. We have a fair value gap and and then a sell side liquidity resting above that fair value gap. That is a high probability bullish scenario. So going into next week, I want to see price push to to the upside. And again, price is trading below below an opening price. So just as I made you aware, or just as I explained it on AUD/USD. Sorry, I explained it on is it AUD or GBPUSD? Yes, just as I explained it previously about the concept of identifying a premium zone. So far as two scenarios are concerned, you flip it to the opposite side when it comes to a discount zone. It's still the same thing. All right, yes. So look at either price is below an opening price, or is below the equilibrium of a given range, or of a dealing range you are looking at. So you take note of that. All right, so going into next week, I want to see price push to the upside. I want to see Monday completing Monday's price action, completing a swing low formation right here. All right, so you have this low here and this low here. So I want to see Monday's price action failing to take out Friday's low to complete a swing low formation. Then we see a push to the upside so far as the subsequent days is concerned. So going into next week, I'll be looking out for I'll be expecting to see price push to the upside. All right, yes, let me differentiate that. Let me check out the color shades so that it's going to be clear to you as to what I'm talking about. I want to just make the colors so that you'll be able to differentiate, because it's conflicting with this. So I just want to make it clear for you so that you'll be able to see whatever I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean that is how you break down the market. All right, you check your range, you check where price is trading at. Is it trading below an opening price or above an opening price? So basically, if you've been contemplating on why I'm always taking out, or why I'm always considering price either below or above the opening price, this is the reason why. All right, here. So that's just that. So just as you are seeing Monday, I want to see Monday's price action fading toward to take out Friday's low to complete a swing low formation. Then we see the subsequent days giving us a bullish scenario. So that is going to be, or that is my expectation so far as USD CAD is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for USD CAD. Let's look at the next pair, which happens to be GBPJPY. Yeah, so for GBPJPY, just as I made you aware of, for your information, just as I said in the when I was reading out the economic news calendar to you, we've had an intervention from the Bank of Japan. All right, yeah. So as it stands now, there has been an intervention. So that is why you've seen what over from Wednesday, you saw price was pushed to the downside. I think on Monday they tried. All right, they started the intervention on Monday, but it failed. So they had to come in, I think on Wednesday. All right, so Tuesday failed to continue. So they had to come in, set in again, or come in with another intervention on Monday. So as it stands now, price is bearish. All right, I'll look out for a bearish scenarios on price. All right, yes, even though price is above it's below the opening price, it doesn't mean that because price is below the opening price, yeah, we'll see price push to the upside. It doesn't always happen like that. All right, sometimes you need to consider some factors. All right, that's fundamental factors and all that. And looking at what is happening fundamentally, the Bank of Japan has set in. All right, so as it stands now, I'll expect to see on a short-term basis, we see GBPJPY push to the downside. All right, but I want us to switch to the 4-hour time frame and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. So look at the 4-hour time frame. We had this low right here. All right, and price has taken out this low. All right, so as it stands now, I'm expecting to see price push to the downside to take out this low right here. Right, these relative equal lows we are seeing here. All right, I want to see price push to the downside. All right, and the open interest for the GBP to, has or gave me an indication that there's a weakness for GBP. All right, yes, just as I made you aware of, we looked at the GBP futures market. Let's go there again to see. We looked at the GBP futures market, then realize that it is also in a bearish scenario. All right, it is in a bearish scenario. Let's switch to the daily and see. So as it stands now, it is the intervention of the Bank of Japan and then the weakness of the GBP. All right, because the GBP is looking so weak at the moment. So as it stands now, I'm expecting to see price push the downside. So we are looking at the weakness on GBP and then the intervention of the Bank of Japan. So the Bank of Japan has intervened to keep their currency strong, or to prevent their currency from weakening them more. Because as it stands now, the JPY is weak. All right, I think it hit their lowest low since 1990, and as it stands now, the Bank of Japan doesn't want to lose. Totally lose the currency, because as it stands now, it's so weak now, and they are doing everything possible to bring it up or to sustain wherever it is now. All right, yes, because once it's weakening, it's not good for the country as well as the government, as well the government or the sitting government. So it is now the intervention of the Bank of Japan and then the weakness in the GBP futures market. All right, here. So basically, that is why you are seeing, if you check the JPY pairs, all right, if you check the JPY pairs, GBPJPY, ADJPY, CHFJPY, realize that it is GBPJPY that is that is giving us the, or that is already in a bearish environment, all right? Because as at Friday, it closed at what? At a minus 0.30%. But looking at AUDJPY and CHFJPY, they all closed at a what? At a 0.21% positive values. All right. So as it stands now, the GBP futures market is looking weak. All right. Yes. If you check the open interest, you realize that just go to how do you call it? CFTC.gov. All right. And then pull out the commitment of traders. All right. And then look at it. Look at the open interest, or the current open interest for the GBP futures market. You understand whatever I'm talking about here? And just as I said, I'll make a video. All right. I'll make a video on understanding the open interest and using it to your advantage, just to know a change, or when a change in trend of a particular market is about to happen. All right. Yeah. So you take note of that. So for GBP JPY, I'll look forward to see price push to the downside based on the reasons I have given you. All right. Yeah. So that is just that for the GBP JPY. Let's look at what is happening on AUDJPY. Yeah. So for AUDJPY, unlike GBP JPY, where we are seeing price with taking out some major lows and all that, for AUDJPY, it is still what? It is still in a bullish environment so far as the higher time frame is concerned. But since there is a JPY here, it will affect, so far as the intervention is concerned, is going to affect AUDJPY as well. All right. But I want us to switch to the 4-hour time frame and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame, because the daily is bullish. All right. But if you look at the 4-hour time frame, realize that we've taken out a major low right here. All right. This low you are seeing here. All right. We've taken out we've taken out a major low right here. And so as it stands now, if you check GBPJPY, I realize that this low was what? This low was violated, but for AUDJPY, this low has not been violated. All right, and that is an SMT divergence. All right, it's been a long time I use this concept though, but that's what I'm seeing. All right, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing an SMT divergence right here. All right, so that's also definitely this low will be taken out. All right, this low will be taken out. So as it stands now, we're already taking out this major low right here. This is a major low. All right, we've taken out this major low. And so as it stands now, going into next week, I want to see AUDJPY push to the downside, take out this low. All right, and then on a long-term basis, we come in and take out this low right here. So I'm bearish on AUDJPY as well. All right, I'm bearish on AUDJPY. Let's look at what is happening on CHFJPY. So CHFJPY too, same thing. All right, CHFJPY too, same thing. I'll look for you to see price push to the downside. All right, I'll look for you to see price push to the downside. I want us to switch to the 4-hour time frame. See, yes. So just as we are seeing here, I don't want to see price push to the upside. No, I want to see price continue to push to the downside, because of the previous price action you are seeing. This major low right here has been taken out, as well as this low. All right, so the next draw on liquidity will be this low, and then this relative equal lows we are seeing here. All right, so going into next week, I want to see them push to the downside. So that is just that so far as CHFJPY is concerned. For NASDAQ, I'll not talk about it for now. All right, I have my personal reasons why. At the right time, I'll speak to it. All right, at the right time, I'll speak to what is happening on NASDAQ. All right, yeah. So that is just that for the weekly market analysis. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do well to click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell, so that whenever I post a new video, you'll get notified as soon as possible. I'll come your way again another time. Peace.